Hey, this is Torah in 2 minutes ish. There's a lot of psychological drama around what we read in the Torah this week. It's an especially rich series of stories because we encounter the stories of Jacob taking the birthright from his brother Esav, tricking his blind father, who they think is on his deathbed, and at the urging of his mother Rebecca. And there's a lot going on here. It's not all above board. There's one moment when Jacob has dressed up as his brother to fool his father, Isaac. And Esau's a hairy guy, Jacob's not. So he's put on sort of goat skins to act like he has hairy arms. And Jacob says, Kol Kol Yaakov, V'adaim Yedei Esav, the voice is the voice of Jacob, but the hands are the hands of Esau. And it really seems, it's an odd thing to say, unless Isaac has doubts about what's really going on. But he plows forward nonetheless. And there are real questions over whether or not Isaac is letting himself be deceived, that he knows what the truth is. He knows that this really isn't his firstborn son, but maybe he doesn't want to believe that his secondborn, that Jacob would do this sort of thing, or maybe he wants to go along with the ruse. It's not quite clear why, but it does seem that he knows he's being fooled, and he's willing to go along with believing a lie, telling himself that, convincing himself that it's true because the truth itself would be too inconvenient. That has terrible consequences. It ends up tearing his family apart. It ends up causing real dilemmas in people's lives that will last for decades to come. We're all prone to this sort of thing, to wanting to believe something that we know not to be true because the truth itself is inconvenient, so we allow ourselves to believe a lie. It's dangerous. It's common. We may all do it. But part of the Torah teaching this week, I think, is that it has its own terrible consequences. So one of the things we can get out this week is be wary of lying to yourself. Know that we are capable of doing that, but it holds consequences. Shabbat shalom.